Hello, everyone, and welcome to the session on how to do digital marketing, where we help people learn digital marketing. So, that's exactly what we do in these sessions. These are all half an hour sessions where we take up one particular topic, and through the topic, we try to help people learn digital marketing. If you want to know more about how to do digital marketing, please visit www.howtododigitalmarketing.com and find resources, tips, guides that will help you learn digital marketing. Today, the topic that we are going to be talking about is essentially on how businesses, on what is digital marketing and what can businesses do in terms of leveraging digital marketing, and what can you do in terms of a career opportunity in the area of digital marketing. Now, everybody knows that digital marketing is one of the hottest career options going today. But before we get into that, let's take a quick overview on what you will learn from this session. In this session, what we essentially will cover are number one, what digital marketing is for a business, and how do you look at it from a perspective of leveraging digital marketing to grow the brand or the business. Secondly, we'll also look at how businesses benefit from using digital marketing in their day-to-day operation. Why is it growing so rapidly all around the world? We'll also explore some of the terminologies very broadly on what covers digital marketing. Most importantly, we'll look at what, if you are looking at a career in digital marketing, what are the specific opportunity areas that you should be exploring, and what are the skill sets that you could look at having within yourself or inculcating or developing so that you can grow to become a digital marketing professional. So first, let's look at what is digital marketing. So digital marketing, my friends, is nothing but marketing, using marketing or the science of marketing, the art of marketing, and intermingling it with internet technologies. So it's a branch of marketing that deals with the art and the science of using and leveraging internet technologies in marketing a brand or a company. So you have heard people saying, I want to use Facebook to market myself. So when he talks about using Facebook to market yourself, market himself, or market the brand or the company, the market is essentially talking about how do I apply the principles of marketing, the science of marketing, and the art of marketing using the technology which Facebook allows to reach out and influence people. That, in a nutshell, is what digital marketing is all about. So whether you're looking at various aspects of what internet technologies can do for you, you apply the science and the art of marketing behind it and help to grow the brand or the company. It's a subject matter of marketing. Bear in mind, digital marketing is hardcore marketing. And over the years, it has actually expanded itself. It encompasses a wide range of areas. To give a small example, until about 4 or 5 years ago, WhatsApp didn't exist. But today, platforms like WhatsApp, Snapchat are extremely large and very popular among certain audiences. And therefore, companies and brands are trying to discover ways and means to use this technology, this platform, to market the brand or market the company and grow themselves. Similarly, there are other aspects like SEO or search engine optimization. Your website is a form of digital marketing. Social media marketing, or SMM as people call it, is also a form of digital marketing. Using emails is a form of digital marketing. Search engine optimization or SEO is also a form of marketing, as is SEM, which is search engine marketing, or some people call it Google AdWords, is also a form of digital marketing, as is content marketing. So there, as you can see, there are various aspects of what constitutes digital marketing. Some companies use all aspects, some companies use a few of them, and some companies use maybe only one. Whether you use one, whether you use two, or whether you use all of them, it will largely depend on what you want to achieve, your kind of budgets that you have, and the geography that you're targeting. That's what determines whether you use one, two, or all the facets of digital marketing. But before we get into what is digital marketing and how it can be actually grown, let's just look at why is it so big? The reason why it's so big is largely because today, if you look at it, we have a population of what? About a global population of about 7.5 billion people. The number of people who use internet today is about 40%, which means that roughly about 3 billion people in the globe use internet in one form or the other. They could be using it on the desktops, on the laptops, or on the phones. Remember, 3 billion people are today accessing the internet. And that for any marketer, for any brand, for any company is a very large population to easily access. Remember, 3 billion is more than the population of a country like India and China put together. Imagine being able to access this large population through internet and through marketing on a one-to-one basis. If you look at closer home, as India, as I would look at it, this is about a 3-year-old data point. In India, 3 years ago, India had about 243 million people who were on the internet, with, of course, China being the largest, with about 640 million people using internet, with the United States at number 2 and India being at number 3. So India at 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, was the third largest internet populated country in the world. And we have been growing at roughly about 14% year on year. And we were only number third in the entire world. But that was about 3 or 4 years ago. Today, we are the second largest internet populated country in the world with 353 million internet users out of a population of 1.3 billion. That's about a 28% of our population, of India's population, is on the internet. We overtook US to become second largest. And just imagine 353 million people being on the internet is the same population as what the United States of America is. So we are as large as USA in terms of sheer internet population. And so if I were running a company in India and being addressing an Indian consumer, imagine having a population of 353 million people who are accessible to me either on the internet, either on the laptop or on the desktop or on the smartphones, and being able to reach them out through various means, whether through the Facebook or whether it's through Google or whether it's through Snapchat or WhatsApp. That's the power of digital marketing. Being able to reach the 353 million people on a one-to-one basis and communicate to them about my brand or about my company. That, my friends, is what the power of digital marketing is. If you were to look at how many companies benefit from using digital marketing in the day-to-day operation, we need to understand first why companies need digital marketing. And that's largely because of one main reason. Technology has invaded us. We use technology today, whether we work, whether we are working, or whether we are entertaining ourselves, or whether we are playing. So internet technologies has dramatically changed the way people work today. Since 1991, if you were to look at, Google has become the new encyclopedia. If you want any information, we no longer go to libraries. We straight away, first point of contact that we go to is Google to search out for information. Now, as a marketer, if somebody is searching for information, it's a great place to actually advertise my product or advertise my brand when people are searching for a particular domain. For instance, if somebody is searching for let's say engineering products, or let's say a water heater, and I'm a water heater manufacturer, I could place my ad on Google to show my ad to him when he's searching for water heaters, because Google is the first place where people go to. The second big change is WhatsApp. WhatsApp has actually invaded the way we communicate. A lot of people use WhatsApp to communicate, share files, share photographs rather than use email. And of course, with all the smartphones that we have, we are able to access the internet at 24/7, anytime in the country, anywhere, any place in the country. So changing technologies actually have increased the usage of digital marketing. And that's why one of the main reasons why a lot of companies today are experimenting with digital marketing and increasingly spending more and more monies on digital marketing. How is digital marketing so different from traditional marketing? Till about 2000, most marketeers used to focus on traditional means of marketing, which is where you selected a target audience, you designed and created communication for all your audience, and you largely had three major platforms to which you advertised or communicated your brand values or your company values to the audiences. So you had TV, you had print, and you had outdoor, which is essentially billboards or hoardings, and you broadcasted this communication to the audience, and then you sat back and hoped that audiences would respond to your communication. If they didn't respond, you lost all the money, and companies used to spend millions and millions of dollars, crores of rupees in television advertising, hoping that consumers will like that ad, hoping that consumers will see the ad and go out and buy the product. That is the way traditional marketing was being done and is being done today. But if you were to look at how digital marketing is done, it is done in a very, very different manner. You actually segment your audience. So if I were targeting, let's say, an air conditioning, or let's take a case of an FMCG, if I'm targeting noodles or Maggie, if I have a Maggie, I would segment my target audience to, let's say, I want to show my ad only to young kids or to parents with young kids. So I segment my audience accordingly. And for each audience, I would create different communication messages for each thing. So for the kids, I will talk about might talk about how great it is to taste, how easy it is to quickly have something nutritious. For mothers, I would talk about how fast it is to cook. And so when a child comes hungry, this is the fastest thing that you can cook and give to them. So I can have different communication for different kinds of audiences. Thirdly, my media options are boundless. I can look at Facebook to advertise to young kids, or I can use Pinterest to advertise to young mothers, or I can use Instagram, I can use WhatsApp, I can use email, I can use many hundred different kinds of vehicles to communicate my message to different segments. But most importantly, why digital marketing is growing so fast is because I don't have to spend crores of rupees. I can spend small amounts of money. I can track the responses. If to different creative communications, I can see who has liked my ad, who has responded to my ad in real time as it happens. And then I can change it in real time. So I release an ad today, people don't respond well to it. I can change it and put a new ad immediately within the same day. If people respond, I can run it for a longer period of time. All this is possible only in digital marketing because technology allows us to track and make changes in real time, which traditional marketing does not allow to do. So traditional marketing typically works on a lot of research oriented planning before a campaign is rolled out because it's expensive to make any changes once a campaign. So you have market research firms who will research the audience, they will research the kind of communication, they will research the creatives, all based on what they think the way customers will react to. However, in digital marketing, it's more tactical. You release an ad, you see in real time how people are responding. So it's research which is taking place in real time, and that's where the big benefit between traditional or difference between traditional and digital marketing actually happens. So you can actually do course corrections in real time. It's far more cost effective than traditional marketing because when you release a campaign or release an ad or release a new campaign on digital marketing, you actually know that whether it's going to work or not work beforehand. And as a result of which, you get far better ROI out of your transactions. So, because of all these reasons, a lot of companies are today driving themselves crazy trying to get onto digital marketing especially the small business community, the mid-sized companies who till date had not got a digital marketing, because primarily digital marketing is very cost effective. Second, number two, the size of the company does not matter. I can be a small company sitting in, let's say, Bhilwara, or let's say Raipur, or a Bhopal, or a Indore, and I can target people across the world. Whether I want to target them in only in India or across the globe, I can target consumers anywhere. Size does not matter also, because I can project myself the way I want to. It is cheap, it is convenient, and it is easy to project yourself effectively as a large player on the internet. You can enhance your brand technologically. Today, a lot of young people are tomorrow's consumers for your products. So they all are very modern in outlook. They like new technological stuff. So if your brand with your brand being technologically friendly, you get better customers, and you can build sales lead faster, because you know what is going to work and you know what is not going to work. And digital marketing is one such medium where you can actually retain a customer and also engage with him. So I can use Facebook as a means to engage with the customer, talk to him. I can use Twitter, I can use WhatsApp to engage and discuss what issues, what problems, what solutions my customer wants, and give him a response to him in real time. No other means allows, no other form of marketing allows, gives me that flexibility to actually look at it. And if you were to look at from an overall perspective, today, like I mentioned earlier, I could be sitting in Bhilwara and targeting customers in Africa, customers in Australia, customers in New Zealand, customers in Europe. The world has shrunk. There are 3 billion potential customers today, which I can target sitting here. This particular video, for instance, is actually available on the internet. So anybody, anywhere in the world can actually be looking at this video and understanding what I am talking about. I am no longer talking only to a few people. I'm talking to potentially to 3 billion people. Changing lifestyle habit is also one of the main reasons why a lot of companies are investing monies into digital marketing. Changing technologies. The digital marketing is one area where every 6 months or every year there's something new that keeps happening. 3 years ago or 4 years ago, none of us were using WhatsApp. Snapchat is even lesser. But today, if you look at any child or any kid below 16 years of age is largely using WhatsApp or largely using Snapchat as a means to stay in touch with friends. So a lot of companies are trying to understand, how can I use Snapchat? If I am selling something to a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old, how can I use Snapchat to keep my brand alive, to keep my company image alive among these 15-year-olds? And obviously, as more and more people come into a particular medium, there's competitive pressures. So if your competition is already on digital, using digital marketing, you definitely need to be there. Because if you're not there, your business is likely to suffer and die over a period of time. And let's now quickly look at some of the internet terminologies which are used in digital marketing. We will obviously, the subsequent videos that you will see, you will get into depth of each of them. But to give you a quick overview of what are the various terminologies that one would typically get to hear. So there's one terminology that you get to hear is called paid advertising or search engine marketing. People call it search engine marketing, SEM, or they may even call it Google AdWords. This is nothing, excuse me, but showing your advertising on platforms like Google or Facebook or Yahoo. We actually pay money to these platforms to show your ad to certain set of people based on who they are, or to show your advertisement to people when they search for you. So if advertise on Google, it is called search engine marketing, which when people are searching, I'm advertising it. Or it could be paid advertising where I tell Facebook, show my ad to people who are 15 years old to 25 years old, living in New Delhi, having an iPhone 6. I'm defining my target audience and saying, show my ad to only these set of peoples. PPC stands for pay per click, which means that essentially today, unlike if I were to release an ad in, let's say, Times of India, I will have to tell Times of India I want to release a full page ad, half page ad, quarter page ad, and pay them the money for the ad. The ad will get released on a particular day. A lot of people who buy Times of India will get to see the ad. And that's where my connect stops. I can only hope that people will respond to my ad. Times of India takes no guarantee that people will respond to my ad. No newspaper or no publisher takes guarantee that people will respond to my ad. But however, in digital marketing, the entire concept of advertising works on pay per click, which means that you tell a publisher like Google or you tell a publisher like Yahoo or any of the publishers saying that I will only pay not to show my ad, but I will pay if somebody responds to my ad or clicks on my ad. So if somebody clicks, then only I will pay you money. And what is the amount of money I will pay? That is called a CPC, cost per click. So that's the amount of money I will pay when somebody clicks on my ad. Social media marketing is a no-brainer. It essentially stands for marketing yourself on various social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Twitter, Snapchat, you name it. WordPress and CMS is other terminologies that you will keep hearing when it comes to website development. Now, WordPress is nothing but a CMS platform. A CMS stands for Content Management System, which essentially means that today most websites are dynamically driven content. You need to change content at frequency, and you don't want to get into the hassle of having to hire programmers and developers to make every small change or every time you put up a new blog or a new article on your website. So therefore, there are content management systems which actually allow you to actually look at using uh, websites in an easy manner. And WordPress is one such platform which allows you to do that. Like WordPress, there are several other platforms like Drupal or Joomla, which are also content management system. Search engine optimization I already touched about earlier, which is essentially optimizing a website so that it comes on page 1 or page 2 or page 3 of Google, ranking it on Google so that somebody is searching for you, he sees your website. Google Analytics or data analytics is very powerfully used in digital marketing because everything revolves around looking at data. Content marketing is again something which has come up relatively new the last few years, but essentially it revolves around how do I use content, how do I use communication to actually reach out to people and actually improve my SEO. Email marketing is using email as a form of digital marketing, and visual communication is the entire gamut of creative or design that people like or respond to. This could be things like visuals, or could be a video like this one, or it could even be an infographic. Coming to the last part of what are the career opportunities which are there in digital marketing, let's look at what is the role of a digital marketer. It is by definition a person who works on marketing, but within marketing focuses on digital platforms or digital marketing. And it's a very crucial skill set that every company likes to have within its fold. But at the fundamentally, he is a marketing professional, and therefore the key role of a digital marketer is to improve the brand value and the business growth of the company through his or her digital marketing efforts. To be a How do you add this value and growth of business? You essentially need to look at what for each product category or each product domain or for any business that you're in, you need to understand what are the best digital marketing routes that you need to adopt and what are the right techniques that you can use to achieve the objective of improving your brand value or increasing more sales, getting more customers. You need to look at data. What is the data telling you in terms of what has happened in each campaign? and you need to apply that data in fine-tuning your campaign. And end of the day, digital marketing is a data-driven marketing solution. If you do not have a bent of mind to look at data, you may or may not be a very successful digital marketer. Some aspects of digital marketing you could still do, but to be a true blue marketing professional, you need to be able to look at data points very, very carefully. There are various skill sets, various careers available in digital marketing. One is obviously the digital marketing executive or the manager who actually controls the entire digital marketing effort. Then is a SEO specialist. An SEO specialist is someone who only specializes on search engine optimization. A social media manager is one who specializes in using or leveraging or trying to understand how to use various social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc., and promote a company or brand. A content marketing manager is one who actually looks at the various content, the various communication which is going out to the audience on the internet, whether through WhatsApp, whether through social media, whether through on the website, whether through email, and puts together the right relevant content which appeals to the segment that is being targeted. A content writer or editor is somebody who actually physically then writes that content. A digital analyst is one who actually analyzes data points and who has the analytical bent of mind to understand what the data is telling you. And he passes that information back to the digital marketing manager who uses the data to change his campaign, fine tune his campaign. A digital advertising manager is one who looks at advertising on digital platforms. So whether it's Google, whether it's Yahoo, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it is. An AdWords specialist is one who only specializes on Google AdWords. Now, Google is the largest advertising platform on in the globe and the most commonly used source of encyclopedia, like I told, where everybody goes and searches. And you can actually release ads when people are searching for a particular keyword based on a particular keyword. So, an AdWords specialist focuses only on Google or primarily on Google AdWords. And ORM specialist stands for online reputation management. Today, it's very easy for people to criticize, comment anything on the web because you can simply go and give a bad review or a good review. You can comment on it. You can go to a Facebook page and write stuff like that. So an ORM specialist actually manages negative reviews and manages the online reputation of a brand. An email marketing manager looks at how do I use email as a way to actually communicate with my audiences. Let's look at what are the skill sets needed to inculcate to grow in this field. You essentially you need two skill sets. One is obviously a technical skill set, which requires you to understand each facet of digital marketing. So whether it's paid advertising, social media marketing, content marketing, visual marketing, search skills. So these are technical skills which you can acquire through coaching, through training, or through simply reading up and practicing. That's a very, very critical requirement to be a digital marketer, technical skills. And this, as I mentioned, can be learned through coaching. The second is a lot to do with personality traits. The personality traits are number one, social personality. If you want to be a great social media manager, you must have a social personality that lends itself to communication. You must have good communication skills, good writing skills, and a creative bent of mind. The last is most important because end of the day, marketing is an art. And as an art, you need to continuously think out of the box of what you can possibly do in terms of improving yourself. That, my friends, brings us to the end of this video. If you want to find more resources, tips, guides, please do visit How to Do Digital Marketing at www.howtododigitalmarketing.com, and you can find a whole lot of resources on all aspects of digital marketing that you can use to learn. So there are a lot of free stuff, there are a lot of paid stuff if you want to pay, and there are a lot of guides and articles which written by professionals, experts. Please do go look at it, and please do drop us a comment on whether you like it or not. Thank you once again and have a great day. Bye bye.